Let's move to Raw. Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell. This is DS.
And Sailor Moon, Paloma Star.
And we have a very special guest, the Belle du Belle's executive editor, Phil Lindsay.
Yay!
Wrestling journalist.
Ooh.
We really needed your help today, because Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, about that.
Totally disappointed.
I like that.
That's appointed.
Is that like an official phrase?
Yes.
If not, it should be starting.
Hashtag disappointed. But anyway, we're going to talk about Bound for Glory today.
Yay!
Yeah.
You know, where there's actual women involved.
We're going to talk about it later in the video, so Phil will definitely help us out a little bit because I don't watch Impact like regularly, but I was there for Bound for Glory.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was really fun. So let's go right into SmackDown, which they announced this huge six-pack women's match.
I like these six-pack challenges. I think they're always going to be very fast-paced matches.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a little disappointed that they could not put one woman of color in there. Come on.
Come on. Look at
like
this.
6 women, right? Look at us.
Look at us.
It's like the Rainbow UN over here. Jeez. Come on. You have the talent. Use them.
I was really sad that there was like 6 women, but there was no woman of color. I was like, what?
Come on.
Can you see this preview thumbnail?
Is Ember hurt? Or
Ember's hurt. You don't know that?
I did, but they never confirmed it.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, you're a journalist, and let's talk about this Bayley on MizTV.
In my opinion, as a heel, especially me being a heel all the time, I think you need a little bit more than an edgy speak to the manager haircut and telling people screw you than actually becoming a heel. Like, just because you act like that and look like that doesn't make you a heel.
Totally.
And I think Bayley needs to work on that a little bit more. I mean, it's just her second or third, I guess, show being a full-on heel. But I just feel like she's acting a heel.
Yeah.
As opposed to actually being one.
Oh, I totally agree. It seemed like she was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, well, did you see the Brisbane thing that's going around where they were singing the "Hey, Bayley," and she was like, "No, I will not be your girl."
Yeah.
Hey, Brisbane! Ding dong! I will never be your stupid girl.
It was kind of cool that she did like, "No, we'll never be your girl," or something like that. So she has been a little bit more heelish.
Okay.
It's getting there.
When she came out with the new music, what do we think of this music?
Very, very generic. Very generic. I mean, I like everything else about the presentation so far. I just don't really care for the music.
Well, even when they pointed it out, that kind of sounds like The Rock's heel music.
Right?
I'm like, it does. It doesn't make me like when it starts playing, I'm like, who's that again? Oh yeah, it's Bayley.
And when this entrance happened, it's not good that my eyes are drawn to Sasha Banks. No. Like right away, I was like, oh shit, Sasha's swinging.
Yeah.
This was like the first time Bayley was like leading the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't Sasha standing out front, it was Bayley.
But I was looking at Sasha because she was doing such a great job with how amazing she's looking.
And her outfit was awesome.
Exactly.
And Bayley was wearing Sasha's jacket.
Was she?
Yes.
I didn't even know this.
Yes.
Is that intended?
Well, it's not like her ring gear jacket. It's like her like street clothes jacket. That's why you know.
I don't know. I think there's like a lot of work in progress. I'm not gonna give up on her already. It's still pretty brand new. I just really kind of wanted her to like punch us in the mouth. You know, like boom, I'm a heel. I'm here. I'm not just acting.
Yeah. Her first answer was, "I don't owe you an explanation."
And then goes on it.
I'm just like, oh.
I liked it at first. I thought Miz was kind of dominating the segment because he was kind of getting on her a little bit, but she was responding well.
Did you think Sasha was dominating?
No, I didn't. I think they're clearly still playing up whatever storyline they're going to go with them.
I thought Sasha was just kind of dominating with her swagger.
Yeah.
I think that's just because we like Sasha more.
Right.
No, between Miz and Sasha,
They're very polarizing.
Yeah, Bayley was just in the middle. This is supposed to be about me, but they're fighting with their charisma, and I'm just like, I just felt bad for her. But one thing I did like was life sucks and you die.
Life sucks, and then you die.
Yeah.
The vent
Life
line.
sucks and then you die.
It's kind of dumb, but like, I don't know. I kind of want her to like go deeper into that line. Santa's actually not real.
Yeah, me too, especially because it's so completely opposite of what she was. Like,
Yeah.
the hugger section and like, yay, I'm happy all the time. So I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
A little bit more dark and evil. Go further into
I know. The dog that ran away, that dog actually died.
Your mom and your dad said she moved to Peru, but the truth is she died, and someday you will too.
Something dark that kids will just cry.
Totally. I really love the kid crying video. I'm not ready to write her off as a heel just
true.
yet, but I just really hope she finds her little rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go into the 6-pack challenge match. So Nikki Cross first came out with a little promo. I think it's cute. Whenever she speaks, I think it's cute. If she botches, nobody will know.
Yeah. At first, when they first started coming out, I didn't realize the match was starting. I thought they were just coming out. I'm like, oh yeah, the match is next.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a cool, fun, weird setup. But then you also missed like 2 of the girls' entrances because during that they went to commercial.
Dana Brooke, what do we think of her little mic time?
Well, first of all, I hate it when they do the one person comes out and responds, then the next person comes out and responds.
You don't like
and
it?
Then the next. I hate it every time they do it. It just feels like, hey, let's throw 5 women in a segment. And it doesn't make any of them feel special, in my opinion.
You know why I liked it? It reminded me of that new era SmackDown when all of them came out, Alexa, Carmella. Oh, there was some hope. But when Dana came out with the, let's see some flex appeal.
Yeah, everybody, and then nobody did.
Flex appeal.
Because I don't think it was on TV. It's always on the live crowd or it was on YouTube, I think.
She did
right?
on Raw once, I think.
Was it on TV?
Yeah, I think so.
I just thought she just came out and did the all the time. But I didn't think it was going to be an actual like thing.
Yeah, she's been doing that for a while, trying to get the crowd to flex with her.
It's like a kiss cam, but right? Flexes.
Okay.
I mean, it could be something. I don't know.
She just needs something that catches and takes off with it, because
Opportunity. That should have been her thing.
I think they should have ran with Dana when she was like really hot after the Ronda.
yeah.
And I think they kind of missed their chance.
One thing I did definitely remember about this match was that Mandy Rose was showing off.
Yeah, she
with her
was good.
power.
Yeah, I think we tend to kind of forget that Mandy is actually really strong.
Yeah.
She's obviously hot, but she's also really strong. And while maybe she's not as crisp in the ring yet, she definitely makes up for it with her strength. I think they should showcase that more.
Yeah, totally.
I thought Carmella looked really good. Carmella looks really impressive every time they actually let her wrestle. And I actually thought Carmella was going to win.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Nikki winning, with that said, but it looked like they were leaning towards Carmella. She already had the storyline going with Bayley too, so
Yeah.
I figured that's where they were going.
My eyes were drawn to Lacey Evans, even in the 6-person scenario. I think she had that charisma oozing out of the screen. And Nikki won.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I think if we hadn't seen her versus Nikki like twice now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be a
that is
little
true.
bit more excited.
That's
but
my only
I don't have a
problem.
problem with it.
We've seen this before.
Yeah.
Over a long time. And then Alexa will be involved. I'm just like, oh my
Yeah.
god, Alexa and Bayley.
Here we go again.
At the same time, Bayley has to win this one. Because
Yeah.
this is her
Yeah,
first
absolutely.
championship defense.
Totally.
So it will be a good match, and I'll be fine with it.
So are they still a tag team, Nikki and Alexa, or
Good question.
because I mean they got drafted separately and then all of a sudden they got traded together and now she's in a singles match. So
Yeah, no, I
That's a
have
good
no
question.
idea. Maybe she's in Australia too. I don't know.
I would like to see more 6-pack challenges, just because I think it gets a lot of women on TV at one time, but also you always get those standouts, like you know those people who will stand out against the crowd. So I think it kind of be somebody else's time to shine. But
Yeah.
it was fine.
Let's move to Raw. Oh my god, Moxie!
That's it.
You mean no. Moxie Mollie was on
Yeah,
Raw.
she was.
Yes,
She was an extra. She was eating her dinner, and then here comes Rusev to mess it all up.
She did a great job. Moxie! Yay!
Everybody go follow her. She's awesome, and watch her AEW and NXT review video.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Zelina did a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah.
That was
Zelina did that. That had
Zelina
scissors.
Looked great.
The whole, especially the whole like flip that she did into it.
That was great.
I wish they would let her wrestle more.
I know. Oh my god, I still can't get over there was nothing of women in Raw. But I guess they're like practice scenes, and there's gonna go to Crown Jewel, and there's no women allowed there. So they're gonna be there like, oh hey, let's not have any women here. Like I kept on seeing all these tweets because I wasn't being able to watch it live, and I'm like, there's no way.
There's no
Like,
way.
there's no way this is happening.
Yeah.
It's 2019, women's revolution.
Exactly.
And Yet no women at all. Not even a promo.
Yeah.
Come on.
No vignette, nothing.
Nothing. Somebody could have pre-taped something.
Exactly.
Right. To me, it seemed very clear that they were keeping the women out of any storyline potential because they don't have a pay-per-view to build to yet. They're building towards a pay-per-view that they won't be on. So they had nothing for them to do. That's not an excuse, but it just seems really clear that they're not booking any storylines to Survivor Series yet.
It's so dumb. And people are saying that, oh, all the women are in Australia.
They aren't all in Australia. Natty was there.
Okay. We cannot treat WWE like it's some middle school play. Oh my god, like all the girls are on a school trip to like Australia. Like, you know, it's like so dumb. Hey, it's a TV show, weekly TV show. Millions of people watching internationally. You have to pre-plan it.
Imagine going to the live show, taking your daughter, your little sister, your niece or whatever, super excited. She's a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah.
She loves women's wrestling. She's like, yay, I'm so excited. Has a cute little sign. And no. Wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was thinking about. Like, what about all the little girls and boys in the crowd who love women's wrestling? Might be their first show there, and you guys don't give them anything?
No, I would cry.
Come on.
I would cry. I would poop there, like
Even
in
if
the
they,
ring.
right? Even if they didn't say, like, advertise any women and stuff, like, people are now used to going to shows and seeing at least one women's match. Even back in the day, we would get at least one bra and panties match. I mean, now don't get me wrong, I'm saying give me a bra and panties match, but come on.
Kyrie posted something like that where she had a tweet of a guy with a big Kyrie sign and she was like, oh, I'm in Australia. Thanks for coming.
Oh.
The Australia thing's not an excuse. Liv was there. Natty was there. Sarah was there. Natty and Sarah were in a dark match. So why didn't you put it on the main show? You don't put Sarah on the show as it is. Do something with
might
her.
as well.
And Liv was there. She just got drafted.
Even if it was like introducing her new character, maybe you don't know what you're going and something. Like you said, that's no excuse. They were in Australia, okay. And
are you kidding me?
Have Liv be the jobber. I mean, come on.
You can film something in Australia.
Yeah.
And send it
Do
over.
a pre-tape, anything.
Because you might think we're filming this at this like glorious studio. But
we're not.
This
Hollywood studio. But it's just my kitchen.
Now the magic is ruined. Everybody's like, what? There's no Ring the Bell studio in a high-rise in downtown Chicago?
If I'm making this work, you WWE. Now that WWE disappointed, we're going to talk about Impact.
Yeah, there we go.
This is a new opportunity for us, you know? So
Like Dana.
we're going to talk about Bound for Glory because it was in Chicago. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bound for Glory. What was the first match?
Call your shot battle royal.
Yeah, Call Your Shot Battle Royale. So we had a couple women in the match. First of all, Kylie Rae. 3, 2, 1.
It's so fun to do.
So Kylie Rae came in with thunderous pop.
Yeah.
It was really like crazy pop.
Hometown pop.
It's good to see her.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it doesn't seem like she has any like ring rust or
No.
anything.
No, she looked great.
Like, I don't watch Impact regularly. Going out of Bound for Glory, I want to see Kylie Rae in a championship storyline.
I think Impact's
Do it.
a good spot for her.
Yeah. No, it was great. Jessica Havoc.
Yeah, she clotheslined the hell out of Joey Ryan.
She sure did.
She's great.
She is.
She's great.
I still want to wrestle her. I really want to wrestle her. Hopefully one day.
Rosemary.
Oh yeah, she looked always great.
I love her progression because before in her previous life she was Courtney Rush, which was like
I
a
love it.
completely different character, and like to see her character involvement to Rosemary is insane.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She has grown up so much as a character, as a wrestler, everything else. She's like, this is her thing.
I love the little interaction between Joey Ryan and Rosemary and Jessica
Yeah,
Havoc.
I like
It's
that
so
too.
cool.
Oh.
Touch it. Touch it. They didn't.
They researched. They're like, we know what happens when we touch it.
I would touch it either way, but anyway. Jordan Grace.
Great, and just like that exchange with all the guys were trying to get her out at the same time, and she's like going back and forth with Fulton.
It wasn't like foreign to me that the women and men were like mixing up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I really do think that Impact is going to be the trailblazer of intergender wrestling, actually, in the forefront, like in the bigger companies. And you're so right, because they didn't make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
It was just whatever. It's wrestling, you know, it's a competitive sport regardless of your gender. But I really do like that they're not like, oh man, look at her women versus men. No, they're just like, it's a match.
Yeah.
With competitors.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
Kiera Hogan. Just
Grand
like,
opening.
hi! And then,
I kind of wish like she had a little bit more time in that.
I hope so, because she had that 1 week coming out party in Chicago area.
That you went to too.
I went to. It was Kiera Hogan, Alicia Edwards, Gail Kim was there. I can't tell you much, but it was wild. It was wild. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna say I saw videos.
No, I had a really good time at that party. It was like a block away from the studio.
So glad, right?
Lit. But yeah, Kiera, unfortunately.
In and out. But I mean, I did like her exchange with Jordan. It just was over really, really fast.
Yeah.
And then they all got eliminated, which was really sad. We should talk about the women's match. The women's championship match between Taya Valkyrie versus Tenille Dashwood. It's all about me.
Maybe I'm the only one that gets this vibe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Tenille Dashwood did not want to be there. I don't know. I just got that vibe from her. Like, she didn't want to be there. And I'm just like, oh, girl, I could see it. I like her work before, but I haven't seen any of her recent matches besides that one lately.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just maybe like an off night or like she was tired. But I don't know. I just felt like disconnected.
I liked her match with Kiera Hogan a few weeks ago. I liked that one better. It just felt like it was missing something.
It was a technically good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that it was bad or anything.
It was a solid match.
I think it was a solid match.
Totally.
So her gimmick is that it's all about her. I can't really connect with her. Like, I just, what is your character? Like, I'm just, like, not sure. I think she's, like, very good, solid competitor.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's just be a little extra, you know?
Some spice, some sriracha.
I know.
That's why the finish was odd to me. So the finish, she gets the chain and she could have used it, and then she threw it away. But I'm like, okay, if you're this conceited character, why didn't you just use it and win the match? I didn't understand it. But it was a good match regardless.
I like Taya's work in when she was in AAA, when she was in the Mexican
really
company. Her work there was really, really good.
Yeah.
And especially because she was like a huge heel, and she did really, really good. So hopefully that does a little bit more, translate more over to her stuff over here.
Because I saw some of their like segments, and apparently they have like a lot of history. Aya's first match ever was with Tenille, and then they kind of went their different path where Tenille ended up in WWE. Taya went to Mexico and like really, and now
and
she's
Lucha Underground too.
Yeah, and then now she's a champion, and Tenille's trying to rebuild her career.
It honestly felt like a filler.
Which sucks because it's a women's championship match.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't feel like a filler, but I do agree with that. It didn't get me emotionally invested.
I was invested just as a women's wrestling fan.
Right.
Johnny Bravo, I think, did a really good job as manager.
Yeah.
He dressed up like a Joker. Again, it was a good match. But
Yeah.
I guess at this point, that's like kind of expected for a pay-per-view match, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even know where they go from this.
I mean, I don't know.
I guess she's getting another match because technically, she lost clean.
She lost clean, so that too. I just don't know if there will be rematch.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Let's move to Tessa Blanchard.
All right. She is awesome. I love her.
The moment she walked into that match.
She looked like a badass. Did you see that like in person? Too?
Yeah. Shining like a diamond.
That's silver.
The moment she walked in, like the place erupted. I never really liked her like pose when she just goes. She was just charisma filled. Amazing.
She was so involved in that match. It was great. I think Tessa at this point has almost transcended women's wrestling. I'm not saying that she's too good for women's wrestling, but she's gotten to the point where I don't know how else to put it besides she transcended women's wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said too, it's not even like a big deal now that she's like hanging in with the big guys, literally big guys.
Yeah.
It's just like that's just what she does.
So she had that crazy spot where she like pushed this letter when AC Romero just like fell down.
Yeah.
And
that was
broke the
insane.
table. The letter hit all the crowd in front of that line.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Oh my god. That was probably the spot of that entire show.
I like the finish a lot. The
finish was good.
candlestick.
Oh yeah, that was really good too. Tessa Blanchard lost.
Yeah, but I think the way that the finish was, like how you mentioned it, was it very like didn't squash her, didn't put her down. Like she was just right there. She had just laid everybody out, put one of the Chris brothers through the table, and then she was just right there. And then here comes Ace Austin and hits her right in the side of the head.
Yeah.
So kind of like that's what you had to do to keep Tessa down.
I think even in loss, I think she's still booked probably better than any woman at another major promotion because she's the biggest star at Impact. Like there's no male star as big as her at the moment.
That's true, but they're like really, really holding on to like pull that trigger.
I agree because she's lost a couple of matches now in a row now.
Yeah, she lost to Sami Callihan twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then now this, like, it made perfect sense for her to win this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're saying her and Jordan are going to go for the tag titles soon. They're getting a shot at tag titles. And I mean, all of that's great. It's great because, again, she's the biggest star in the company. So it makes sense to push her in all these title matches. But eventually she's got to win.
I agree. 100% agree with that. Like you said, they do book her really well. And she's obviously a badass. And it's actually believable, too. It's not like she's like a 90-pound tiny girl taking on... Like, she is awesomely strong and in great shape. But... you have to have her win. Like, there's only so many times where we're going to root for the underdog and not be like, well, she's just going to lose again, so.
Yeah, didn't we have someone like that in WWE where, like, they were really trying to, like, holding on to the trigger moment? Asuka!
There you go.
Asuka! Yeah, they were really holding on to that moment to have Asuka just, like, explode. Didn't it just kind of, like...
Like, fizzle out?
Was it Asuka? There was someone that were, like, really just messed up that timing.
They did it with Becky a lot before she kind of forced their hand after SummerSlam because... I felt like she was primed to win Money in the Bank last year, and Alexa won.
Sasha, I think. Sasha versus Bayley, that was the feud that everyone was so wanting, but WWE completely, like, it up by not pulling that trigger.
Totally.
And people lost interest.
And I get it, you know, not giving people everything, leaving them wanting more.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, they're going to lose interest.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to be like, well, we know the outcome of this.
Yeah.
So hopefully they pull the trigger on that soon.
Yeah.
Because even honestly, like, if you're going to go back to it, like the whole Emelina character, how much build up there after that, it's like,
Tenille, I love you. We just want the best for you. Yeah, so that was Bound for Glory. I think it was a fun show. And
Really good show.
I had a great time being there. I would love to go to Impact show again. That is this week's review.
hopefully next time we'll actually have a Raw to talk about.
For sure.
Just saying.
Or keep it up and we're going to talk about
Right, and
Impact.
then we'll just keep on talking about Impact. Because a lot of people I know for sure in the comments say, why don't you guys talk about Impact? Well, shit, maybe now we will.
Thanks for coming here, helping us with the Impact Talk, with your expertise.
With my expertise.
Yeah, yeah. Hope to have you a little more. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's not an expression. Hope to have you more often.
I hope to have you.
Like, what? I want that. Where can you find you, Paloma Star?
You can find me at Paloma Star on Instagram and Twitter. So the next 2 weeks, I'll actually be out of town. I'll be in the great state of Idaho. I even tweeted Tori Wilson too. I could be like, yo, what do I do in Boise? And then I'll be gone for another week in Seattle. So unfortunately, I won't be here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we don't have budget to fly her in to this studio. Just 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks.
I'll be back. Yeah, it's not my leave. I'll be back before you know it.
Yeah, please come back.
I'll be back. I promise.
Where can we find you, Phil?
On Twitter at PhilDL616. Come to Bells of Bells. Women's first. Women owned women's wrestling site. Just want to throw that out there. No shade for anyone else.
Yeah. And you can find me at DS Shin and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter. All right. Bye.